is back. John Wick 2 is the first movie on my most anticipated movies of 2017 to be released, and the first one that I've seen. And holy shit, is he back. John Wick has returned for the sequel to the surprise hit, John Wick 1, and boy does it deliver. Now, one of my main things that I was hoping for this movie was, does it deliver? I just wanted it to do pretty much the same thing, which was kick a lot of ass. And it does that. I'm pleased to announce that this movie gives you exactly what you wanted, which is exactly what the first movie gave you. Great fighting, great choreography, and non-stop adrenaline. The fight choreography, let me just go on record by saying, it's some of the best fight choreography I've seen. Not like Resident Evil, where there's 20 cameras looking around the entire scene and they have to cut individually to each one. The shots last more than a second. The focus, you can see it is Keanu Reeves kicking ass in the action scenes. The stunts are incredible. The choreography is incredible. The gunfighting is incredible. The gun fu is incredible. This movie is an action lover's dream. Like I said, one of the pros is this movie gives you exactly what you wanted, and it's more the first movie. It actually wraps up the first movie before this movie begins. A little bit of a prologue, as you will, just to give you a sense of what you're in for. And it delivers. It's actually good. Thought it would be a little cheesy, but they do a good job of it. One of the best parts of this movie is that they added more of the world of assassins in it, where the first movie you really only see the hotel and some people that you give coins to and they'll help you out. This movie builds up upon that a little bit, showing you more people, more of the world, how it works, how contracts work and everything. And I thought it was great. Without dwelling in any spoiler territory, it really plays well into the story because the trailers really don't give you a full idea of what the story's about. It's just really is like, wow, John Wick's back and he's going to kill people. Well, this movie is that, but there is a twist in it with the story and there's more to it, which is another point to this movie that I'd like to make. It's more story-driven than the first movie, where the first movie was really, how do you get from one action piece to another? This movie really emphasizes on the story and the world of the assassins, and it does a great job building on it, and it really draws you in and keeps you interested throughout the whole movie. Something I found interesting in this movie is that in the first movie, it's really a revenge story. John Wick just goes down his basement, hammers out some guns, and goes to town. This movie, you really see him plan each step of a certain kill, and it's like you see the great assassin, the boogeyman, the guy who kills the boogeyman, really plan out his actions for the first time instead of just going and guns blazing. The con of this movie is that if you're not an action fan like myself, then you're not going to like this movie, obviously. There's blood, guts, people dying and getting killed by various objects found around your living room. And they do it quite grotesque. Headshots, kneecapping. It's pretty violent, and if you're squeamish at all, you might want to look away from this one. Also, you gotta say, it doesn't have the best written dialogue. It's a little cheesy. Keanu Reeves does good delivering these lines because, well, he's a badass, and that's what we like him for. But some of the characters could come off a little weird, maybe a little not the best well-written. I felt that it worked in the movie, but I can see people being like, wow, that's not an Oscar-worthy performance. It's a movie about an assassin killing people. What else do you want, really? But one of my favorite parts about this movie is that it doesn't end like a traditional action movie. In fact, it actually has some pretty interesting things going on to set up a third movie, which has me excited, and that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. Overall, the movie was great, action-packed, exactly what I wanted, and an expanded story and world of John Wick. So I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. Thank you, everybody, for joining for this review. My next two are probably Trainspotting and Logan, but we'll see what comes out between then. I got to take a look at my calendar. There goes a sight from my soul.